Hey guys, Happy Dude here, and my USB from umarex has been fixed. I had to bring it back to the store and they send it to the company to repair it. And they did send the bill to the gun store, but luckily they paid it for me because it was under warranty. But I did lost my receipt, but luckily they didn't make a fuss about it. Anyway, I had to wait 6 weeks before I got it back. So now it's time to find out if they did a good job. Okay, first let me show you what happened. I was shooting off camera to measure the FPS for the video that I made to measure the FPS of all my guns. But with the fifth shot, I heard a crack inside the gun and the upper slide was stuck in this position. So I took the slide off, put it back on, and then the hammer here was stuck in this position and I could not pull the trigger. It was stuck, sort of like this. But of course the safety wasn't on. So I took the magazine out and opened the slide completely, and some metal bits fell out along with some plastic bits. And when I opened it up, I could see that there were some little pieces missing here. They broke off. So when you pull the trigger, you can see that the mechanism has to slide, but when you pull the trigger, it has to stop at a certain position, and it didn't do that. Everything was just loose inside, and that's why it stopped working. And it is a common problem for this gun. That's why I decided to give this gun a rating of my worst airsoft guns. Now I noticed that everything is bone dry, so they didn't put any lube on it. That's not good. What a half-assed job they did. Alright, let's do it ourselves. Here a bit, and there. The trigger mechanism. And of course the slide itself. And just rub it with your finger. Now they also changed the hop-up system because the gun came with the old hop-up. Let's put the slide back on. And finally, some lube on the outer barrel. First, let's put some BBs in there. Whoops. These are 6mm plastic BBs and the weight is 0.25 gram. Okay, since the gun is bone dry inside, let's use a CO2 capsule with some oil in it. Now it's very tricky to turn this cap on. It has to be at an exact angle. Okay, there are some BBs in. The CO2 is in nice and tight. Now there is a small leak coming from here, but I don't think you can hear it. But that will improve once the oil from the CO2 canister has fired a few times around. Let's test it out. Let's do a test shot. Nothing. Big surprise. So it has the same problem just as in the beginning. So a solution for that problem is pull the magazine out, pull the slide backwards, hold it like that, and then put the magazine in very hard, and the slide will go forwards just on its own. That's not normal, so it still has the same problems as before. And normally now it will shoot. Okay, let's try it out. And now it fires. Unbelievable. This gun is such a piece of junk. Okay, so I filled it up 2 times with BBs, and now the CO2 capsule with oil in it is completely empty. Now let's put in a normal one. And now it's time to do the FPS test. And now let's do the accuracy test. I'm going to shoot from 8 meters away, and my gun will be leaning on a table to get the best results. So, it works again. Kind of, but not really. So, The only good thing that I can see about this gun is the kick is very hard, so it is fun to shoot, and that's about it. The FPS is very low for a CO2 airsoft gun. The accuracy is all over the place, even though I didn't shoot that far and I was using a stand. So